With this session, we are going to discuss about electron affinity. What is electron affinity? Electron affinity, it's an energy change that occurs when a neutral atom gains an electron. When any chemical reaction occurs, some elements allowed to lose electron and some elements allowed to gain electron. Now we discuss about such elements which allow to gain electron. That elements are considered as electronegative elements or mostly non-metal elements. When such elements allow to gain electron, there are some kind of energy change occur between this process because such neutral atoms which allow to gain electron in initial stage they have more amount of energy. When they gain electron and convert itself as negative ion as anion, their energy value become less. And here, such energy change between their initial stage to final stage. This energy change is nothing but its electron affinity. Like you can see in this reaction. Energy change means energy in between initial and the final stage. Initial stage means the energy which having by neutral atom and the final the energy having by anion which already gain electron. So here as I told you the initial stage a neutral atom have more energy as compared to when it get convert into anion. So due to this reason the energy value it's come in negative sign because here initial value is more as compared to final. So here this energy change is nothing but electron affinity which express with negative sign because here the amount of energy which carry by neutral atom at their initial stage is more as compared to when it get gain electron and convert itself as an ion. That time their energy become less and that is why this energy change is expressed by negative sign. So this energy change is nothing but electron affinity which expressed with negative sign. When an electron added, that neutral atom allowed to lose energy. So such kind of reaction is nothing but it's considered as exothermic reaction because in this process energy is released. Mostly halogens allowed to take a part in reaction because halogens are electronegative in nature. They always allow to gain electron. And in their initial stage, like chlorine, fluorine, bromine, iodine, all are halogens. In their initial stage, they have high amount of energy as corresponding of their ion. That is why if you make a difference between initial and final, halogens have highest difference between initial and their final stage. And due to this reason, electron affinity value in halogens is highest. Now I share with you one more example to which give you a better understanding. Here we are going to formation of chlorine ion, which is considered as an ion. Here you have a chlorine atom. At initial stage, chlorine have high amount of energy. Like you can see here, energy at initial stage is 1251 kilojoule per mole. When chlorine it add one electron in the atomic structure and convert itself as chlorine anion. So it allowed to release some amount of energy. Now the energy present in its anion state it's become less. So you can see here energy in final stage is 902 kilojoule per mole. Now if you're going to make a difference between initial and a final stage, so this is the formula we need to follow to get the difference between final and initial stage of energy. So here we mention the energy at final state and energy by initial state. So if you make a difference between both of that, So you get the value of electron affinity. Here the final value is less and initial value is more. That's why this value is come by negative sign. It's 349 kilojoule per mole. Means when chlorine allowed to gain one electron in their outermost orbital, so it release some amount of energy. Due to this reason, their initial energy value is more as compared to their ionic stage. And that is why this electron affinity, this energy change is expressed by negative sign. So here electron affinity is nothing but the energy change when any neutral atom allowed to gain electron. And why this energy is represented by negative sign? Because at initial state, at neutral state, element have more amount of energy as compared to its ionic state. With this note, we conclude the session. We'll see you in next session.